In today's video, we're going to find out, is it worth using Cainan in the arena single target specifically, considering who we will be facing, which tends to be Valderon, Dracula, etc., is going to prove rather difficult. However, there is one example up above where they're using Jezebel instead, which is quite interesting. I don't think Jezebel is that good for single target, but nevertheless, it might be the only chance what we have to use Kanan because of the current rankings. It's only just reset, so all the top people are going to be a bit, lower down. Let me just show you the stats first of all, where Cainan is. So we do have the alternative skin, looks rather good. As for the awakenings, A0. A1 is what most people desire, but that's just more for Abyss. We're doing arena, so it shouldn't really matter. As for his artifact, not even maxed out. Got to take that into consideration. Gear-wise, did have in Hell's Lament, and I believe that's the best way to go, but I just don't have good enough stats to fully kit the individual out. So we've gone for this instead. 24k attack, reasonable. 325 speed. On the slower side, I'll be honest. 339, nearly 340% crit damage, which is good considering we've got triple attack here. And we've got the Infernal Blast exclusive, which upon casting, the ultimate increases crit damage by 15% and penetration by 10%. That, in a way, makes up for the Hell's Lament, in a way. As for the gear down here, if I can get, upon landing a crit hit with basic attack, increases the hero's damage by 10% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 5 times, 50%. We'll see how that goes, of course. Now, it's a little bit tricky. Actually, we'll untick that. I don't want to waste that. The reason why it's a little bit tricky is who do we have as Lord for Cainan to fit in? Because the team that I've got here pretty much works to a certain point. I don't have Valderon, so I can't push any further. Dao Chan is important and necessary. Eyeless is pretty important as well. However, we've got to make sacrifices to fit Cainan in. If I was to take out Eyeless, later rounds, I would die easily because of the enemies, the ways. You need a healer. So, well, they may not be the strongest healer compared to others. For it to kind of work, we're going to use Leia instead. Free up some space. We've got the healer, we've got the Lord all in one. We've got a damage booster, we've got 2 attackers at this moment in time. Let's add in Cainan. Now, the thing is with Cainan, he does have that inbuilt healing. Where's he at? Give me a second. Oh yeah, Tactician. I keep forgetting. Let's have a quick look. A bit about the healing. Ascendant form. Each time a healing or damage effect from inner fire is triggered. Headwind. Yeah. Well, wherever it is, it heals basically. Takes too long to read through it all. Do I stand a chance of winning? Probably not. But we've got to try and test it somewhere or another. So who do a deploy first? It'll have to be Wukong because he's the lowest cost. They've deployed Sergei. Okay. We're gonna put Dao Chan there to fit everyone in. Wow. Wukong's definitely been power crept. Tap the ultimate as fast as possible. Wow, we still managed to lose that. Wow. Come on, Kaguri. Watch this, we've got to time it just right. There we go. Kaguri's still holding up. I know we're supposed to be trying Cainan out, but there's no way I could spawn him in earlier. But as a last-ditch attempt, maybe we can, in the next test, put Cainan there. How does he do? Come up. Okay, we've lost that. Right, we haven't got a healer just yet, which isn't ideal. You'll have to try and look at the damage numbers afterwards. Put layer there, I think. Might have to refresh the board. Let's just see how this goes next. Oh, wow. Normally that doesn't happen. Right, so we might as well say that's a write-off. That's bullshit, to be honest. Single target can be extremely inconsistent when it gets to that wave. I know we can all talk about timing, but there are moments where the units are more resilient than others. But maybe, just maybe, it's the Lord that's the problem. But how else are you supposed to try Cainan? I know I could take out Kagiri, but that's a massive downgrade. So not only do we see how Cainan performs, but we also find out the sacrifices you have to make in order to add him in. And the fact that Cainan is 18 cost, more expensive than Kagiri, is an absolute joke. I said it originally, and I still stand by it. Cainan is massively overrated. Now, we've got some easier, well, we've got possibly a bot account. We'll give that a try. I know it's a bit silly, but what else can you do? Then, the top one, there is that, but they've got Kagiri and Wukong. I'd have to match that. I wouldn't be able to compete. This is the problem. Oh, I didn't save the team. Never mind. It's kind of pointless this because the damage numbers aren't going to be accurate, but we might as well do it whilst we're here. Really, Cainan. Does he have any arena? He doesn't even have any arena traits. Like, come on. A new limited doesn't even have that. I mean, in fairness, Wukong. But look, this is what I mean. Wukong, up to a certain point, can still hold up in single target arena, especially when he ults on his second wave. People are comparing Cainan and damage to Wukong and Kagiri. Now, okay, I know my Cainan is A0, but after A1, it's not that extensive, the damage, up to a point. And most people that are reviewing Cainan are probably haven't got him fully awakened either because the pull rates were so abysmal and low. I think it's a load of rubbish. Cainan is nowhere near Su Wukong or Kagiri level, especially Kagiri. My goodness. He's in Cataclysm as well. Anyway, let's just get this out of the way. There's not much variety in Arena, unfortunately. It's just Chaos, Dominion, and that's it. Don't really have a chance to win. Tactician, do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to deploy Cainan in first. Why not? Put him there. 119k damage, 140k, 151. I mean, yeah, it looks good those numbers, but when you're facing an easier opponent in Arena, the health of the enemy is also significantly easier too. I think some people say it doesn't quite work like that. Well, it does in my game. We might as well put you there. Just do it there. 700k, yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, visually, yeah, he looks good. Appearance-wise, one of the best. But we really need performance, don't we? 100k. Where's his healing then? I thought he was supposed to heal. Oh my god, he's gonna die. Useless. Do it again. 500k. You might just be more for boss content. Right, there we go. Let's give it one more try. Not really been able to showcase, but it just goes to show that Cainan is not built for higher end arena. Oh, was that Platinum 2? Was it? Oh no. Oh wow. Wow. Look at that. We've actually got some alternative opponents. Not that it's going to be a fair test again, but hey, at least we've got something to work with here. Let's give it a go. Kiguri would be the cheat code in a sense. Your time is up, perfect, but we'll settle for this. We'll deploy Wukong first then followed by Cainan. Disappointed, I don't see the healing. I might be getting that wrong. You might need so many people deployed on the field for it to actually take full effect. Wukong there. They've got Moradin. Interesting. You can go there. Let you heal just a little bit. Now the thing is, I could ult with Wukong next, but I want this battle to go the distance just so I can measure the damage. Okay? So I'll let him win there. It'll be funny. Then we'll put Cainan down now. What does Cainan do exactly? We've obviously got the stuns in, so that's helping me a little bit. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to have to... I had to do that because I didn't trust Cainan then. We need to bring Eyeless in. Come on, kill the enemy quick. I want to keep testing Cainan out. Oh, no. How annoying. The time when you want to lose or it to go the distance. Let's just save that for now. Damage, can we really compare? Not at all. I'm just not really seeing much use for Cainan at this moment in time. What do we have here? Get that one again. Maybe we'll deploy Cainan first instead. Alright. I think his cost should be reduced at least by 2 maybe, for him to actually be a little bit usable. I thought he was going to walk right past me then. What are we doing? Right, that's okay, that. We've lost. Come on, get your damage in. Okay. Where can we deploy? Right there. Oh, no, it didn't bloody work because it's on mobile. 500k, 700k. Okay, that's good. The ult is pretty good there. Now, try and do it as a one-man army. I think the gear that I put him in, his rage regen's a bit lower, unfortunately. That's the problem. We've got the burning, of course. I want to save his ult till the next. I'd say for probably Platinum 1 to Platinum 2, once, you know, the good guys have moved on up, yeah, you probably can use him. But I would not use him in Platinum 3, definitely. Not Overlord. Oh, his ult. There you go. Okay, we lost that. Fair enough. Might have to deploy Oh shit, I will. I have to deploy these in now, just so I've got a chance of winning, because Cainan is incapable. Right. And then we'll see the damage numbers at the end. If we manage to get towards the final stage, yes, we do. Well, I don't think he's going to do this. Come on. Just about, but he takes quite a bit of damage. He can easily use a bit of a glass cannon, in a way, without quite the damage. I could understand Kagiri. At least Kagiri can block during his ult. Right. Well, let's see how that went at the end. 36 million did more than Praetor's, but to be honest, Praetor's is not fully awakened and it depends what gear they had on. But that's one of the fairer tests I could possibly show you due to the current state of the arena. There is that one there. They do have Wukong, which would probably be an optional test to see how their Wukong holds up with mine. Because they don't have Kagiri, I do stand a chance. However, they are using Hex, and that's an interesting one. You don't see it often. We'll have to probably deploy Wukong first just to stand a chance here. See how theirs pairs up with mine. Leave some space in front for Kanan. 49k, 139. Okay. Right, they altered, fair enough. So what I'll do, I want this to go the distance. Even if their Wukong isn't quite built up like mine, I want it to go the distance. Right. Okay, we lost, that's fine. Now, we will deploy. Do you know what? Put her there. That's actually a good place to have her. Ooh, it's getting a little bit risky. Come on. Just about. Probably need more rage regen. Get the healer in. Definitely need a healer at this point. I like the animations there with those swords as they go inwards. That's quite a nice touch. Right, we're ramping up the damage now, 600k. I like that. But would I choose Cainan over Kagiri? At this moment in time, no. Kagiri is the one. Ooh, look at that animation. Boom. 400k, 500k, 530k, 139,000. It's working. But definitely not if you was to face Valderon Dracula. How would Cainan do with Dracula exactly? Might be one too many sacrifices there to be able to try and fit it all in. Let's see. Let's see the numbers. Reasonable. Fair enough. We deployed Wukong first, then Cainan followed. However, we relied on Kainan's ult. We didn't with Wukong. So maybe, likely, the numbers would be a lot different if Wukong was ulting instead. However, I think we'll conclude it there. You can see Cainan isn't really ideal for the higher end arena, but to a certain point you can definitely use him. But making a team can be rather difficult because you do have to make some sacrifices along the way. If you don't have Kagiri or Wukong, but you've got the other, then you can pair with Cainan. But if you've got Wukong and Kagiri, there's no real place for Cainan. That's my opinion. In other areas, boss content, when you can have all three deployed, well then you're good to go. But in this case, Cainan, not a must-have in Arena. Let me know though your thoughts in the comments section, as in maybe who you'd like to see next tested, and your own experience with Cainan, whether that be Arena or general content. With that being said, thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye for now.